Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. This is Stormer Mega Plays, and let's play some more of Dragon Quest 1 HD 2D Remake. Let's see, I think last time we were at the cave where we met Robin Hood. I think we beat him up last time. Let me just double check. Yeah, we beat him up last time. Alright. Now it's time to explore the cave where he was at. I don't think we finished the cave. I think we started it but didn't actually finish it. Yeah, there's a chest still on this floor. Quite a few to get. One of them I think is a trap. I can't remember which one. It's not this one. I know that for a fact. Yep, see there's a mini medal. Craggy Cave. Yes. Okay. I have turned off the music because I'm kind of tired of getting copyright struck every time I turn around. Well, not getting struck, but I'm getting copyright claimed every time I turn around. So I have turned off the music, hoping that'll help with that. Oh no, that's not good. Okay, then he fled. Okay, that 10-ton toupee is a cursed item. You don't want to put that on unless you don't mind it getting stuck on your character.
Heal! Be gone!
Why are you using all of your... Sometimes I don't understand the AI. I think this one might be a candy box. Hold on, let me check. Nope, it's not. Nose for treasure scroll. Actually a useful one if you're not using the treasure chest option. Yeah, a lot of the useful abilities from the previous game are available to the hero in this one. Like Whistle, the one I used to summon encounters so I could grind, for example.
Be gone! Ha! better.
Okay, I'm going to have to take control of you because you're not... You're getting caught in a cycle. Oh shit, I just died. Does that mean I have to do all those treasure chests again? No, okay. It's very generous with its autosaves.
Be gone!
Well, we are completely out of magicka, so unless we level up, we're going to be in... Oh, there we go, never mind. Level 14. This one's the trap, I think. Oh, it's a boomerang. Very nice. Okay. Hey, Jeff. So, some new developments in Miniature Nerd's Baldur's Gate 3 run. He had his first Wild Magic Surge. And the first thing that happened was summoning Mesprits. Mesprits. And it's summoning more Mesprits. And he's like, so the thing I summoned from hell is summoning more things from hell. Not hell, the elemental plane of earth, but... Because it's a mud Mesprit. So I guess it's technically from the plane of mud between the plane of water and earth, I think? Is that how that works? Yeah, they're mud Mesprits. Muster strength. I'm not sure how this one actually works. I'll have to look this one up later and see exactly how that ability works. You would be incorrect because it does nothing when you do an attack with it. In fact, it prevents you from attacking after you try. I know because I tried it. So I'm not sure what it's supposed to do. Doesn't say, does it? Huh? It didn't attack. It didn't work. It just says builds up energy to bolster the next attack, but when I tried to attack it, the attack failed. I don't know. Here, we'll try it in the next fight and see if I can read what it says this time. Here we go. Tactics. Follow orders. Fight. Abilities. Muster.
Much better.
Maybe. Because that attacked at that time. I don't know. Go ahead. Interesting. Oh, that requires the soul sigil, which I don't have access to yet. It may be because it works the same as it does in Dragon Quest II HD Remake, so they just don't bother to separate it. No, I don't know then. I don't even think I used Muster Strength in 3. By the way, I have not had a chance to look at the build for Hydreigon yet, so we'll have to deal with that tomorrow. If that's okay. Did you hear me, Joe? I have not had a chance to look at the build for Hydreigon yet. So it'll have to wait till tomorrow. Well, I have a Malamar, but no, I haven't looked at the video, Joe. I don't know what it's in the video. What's in the video? Yes, I do. Level 15. Holy protection. Woo! We can avoid encounters when we want to. I don't want to do that all the time because it'll keep us from leveling up, but there are some instances where it would be nice to not have to run into encounters every other step. I was thinking right now so I can save my MP for the boss fight coming up. Believe it or not, it's not really fun in this game to try to do a boss fight when you're not at full resources. Nope. There is, but I don't have the items. I was checking to see if I had them and I didn't. Ho ho ho, I say, what luck. A delicious looking human has fallen right into my lap, and he seems to be a rather pathetic fellow to boot. Verily, I'm done for. Oh ho ho ho. Do come quietly now. You need only submit to the searing flames of my world-ending powerful magic. That's a good fellow. Eh? Where did you come from? You see, when a mommy and a daddy love each other very much. Rather rude, I must say. Still, the more the merrier. Searing flames for two, is it? Very well. Tactics. Follow orders. Fight. Let's see. Do you have any weaknesses? You do.
Be gone!
Well, he's at least 200 HP. Oh, he's got a lot more than 200.
Be gone!
There we go, got him. The sorcerer is defeated. 700 XP, very nice. Such power. I say, are you a hero? Well, even if you are, I regret to inform you that we have Princess Gwaelin, without whose guidance you shall never reach the Dragon Lord's castle. So there, ho, ho, ho. And you're dead. Thou hast my undying thanks, good sir. Thou didst save me behind, and no mistake. The boss did send thee, for he was worried on my account. Curses, and to think I did come here looking to put a smile on his face, instead it seemeth I vexed him no end. I did seek out the depths of this here cave for a reason, see. The boss was most mightily down in the dumps on account of his precious thief's key got nicked. I thought perhaps there might be some treasure down here with which I could cheer him up a bit. Probably need to have someone British read this. Alas, all I found was trouble. Verily I am a dunderhead, who doth cause naught but bother. Right, I'd better get back to the lads forthwith. Cheers again, ta-ta! Whisper, whisper. Have those stupid humans gone? Shh, quiet, one of them is still there.
He found us! Quick, run right! He beat that horrible monster, didn't he? Maybe he's not all bad. You really helped us out there. That monster was after us, you see. So, thanks. What's your name, by the way? I only asked for your name, not your life story.
Not your life story.
So, in short, you're on a quest to save the world. And you need to find a way of summoning Lady Rubis so she can help you.
Joe, look, it's one
Well,
of Straga's characters.
We're not supposed to share this sort of thing, but I suppose it won't hurt to tell you just a little bit about her.
I'm a tasteful.
What are you doing? In case you've forgotten that's a human you're talking to. How do you know you can trust him?
Look, I know humans are awful and greedy and can't be trusted in everything. But if this world gets plunged into endless darkness, it's not exactly going to be great for us fairies either.
So, you think we should help him? Just like that?
I do.
I can't remember if it's already happened
we
or
need
not.
to
but
work
there's
together
an
on
instance
this
where
one.
Luffy's
He can
like,
fight
Sanji,
monsters,
fire up! You're going
which
to
means
save
he can
Nami,
help
and
us with
Sanji
that
bursts into flames like a
thing.
Super Saiyan's aura. He's like, that's the job I wanted.
Thing. Gosh, you're a devious little devil, aren't you? I love it.
Okay.
Lady Rubis
I
isn't
remember
here
it is
in
pre-time
Alfgard
skip,
right
I just
now.
can't remember
She's
when it
visiting
happens.
another world.
A very far away world that it will be very hard to call her back from.
Our leader came up with an ingenious way of summoning her. But before we could finish getting everything ready,
Well,
we got attacked
again, that
by the
didn't
Dragon
happen
Lord's
in
stupid
the
lackeys,
manga,
and she
so
ran off somewhere. That's why we came
that was
down
an
here in the
addition
first
to the
place,
anime.
to look for her.
That's
There are
filler.
dwarves living to the east of here that she's had dealings with in the past, you see. We thought they might know something, but there are so many annoying monsters in the way, we're never going to get there ourselves.
And we can't summon Lady Rubis on our own. Only the boss knows how to do it. So if you could go and find her for us, we'd all be happy. Right?
What are you on right now?
Thank you. Come and let us know if you find anything out, won't you?
Oh
We'll be-
gosh, the sea train.
Well, the dwarves can tell you where to find us. I'm sure.
All right, we'll be off then. See you.
Did he already trick Captain T-Bone off the train? Or has that not happened yet? Or is it Captain? It's the guy with the who looks like a skeleton. Okay, maybe that hasn't happened yet. Who has he fought so far? Just like basic grunts so far? Basic grunts. Really cool to do. Yeah, him. And then a pair of guys with swords that he just kicked through the roof. Yeah, the first couple carts, there wasn't any real like obstacle for Sanji. You know, it's funny. The next part of the arc that comes up was what made me think One Piece would make a really good Mushu game, and that was before I knew about Pirate Warriors. I already opened this chest. Whoops. Okay. It'd be funny if Naruto was in One Piece world. The Marines would be like, "We have him surrounded." Naruto's like, "No, you've surrounded yourselves." And he summons all of his shadow clones. Fair.
I mean, he's literally a wind ninja. And who are you? I'm Frankie.
Super!
Sponsored by Sanji.
You know, after all the build up to the Pluton, it better look freaking awesome if it ever shows up in the series.
I'm gonna be brutally honest. At this point, once the Pluton was deemed dead, I don't know why someone just burned the blueprints.
Because it wasn't deemed dead, it was deemed lost, and they needed a counter in case, someone ever got a hold of it and tried to use it for evil. Because only the Pluton can rival the Pluton.
Oh yes, because everyone I've seen that serves the world's government can be trusted with that.
Well, no, but
I suppose that's one idea. It's human nature.
pray do not let that stop thee begging for my help again if thou needest it. I forgot to read the dialogue here, so there's a whole bunch of scenes that I just skipped through. We're mates now, me and thee. Be careful, eh? Ta-ta! Let's go, me minions! Alright, now we can go use the Thieves' Key. Yeah, those golems are annoying. I've already ran into one of them and it completely cleaned my clock on my other character. Oh, okay, so he just showed up.
Someone just mentioned him by name.
Don't worry, Captain T-Bone will save us. You know, something interesting I've been doing recently is going back and doing reads of old One Piece theories from back before the time skip. Do you remember the character who's mentioned, one of the Warlords of the Sea, who released Arlong into the East Blue? Wait, they didn't mention Jinbei, the Fishman Warlord?
Nope.
Huh. I thought they're supposed to have. They're supposed to have. I think I think it has to do with the fact he was trying to do world domination. And I guess he decided to start with the East Blue. Unfortunately, he didn't really do much in the 10 years that he was in the East Blue, did he? Other than, like, you know, terrorize Kokiyashi Village.
Yeah.
You know, and also give Nami a deep distrust of fishmen. But, that really can't be helped, so. Kind of awkward because I can't finish what I was starting because you should have heard about that character and you haven't, so. Yeah, then there's some other theories that didn't age very well, like the one that said One Piece wasn't gonna go longer than 60 volumes. Yeah, that didn't go very well. Like I want to say the time skip started on like volume like either like early 50s or like sorry late 50s or early 60s. I know for a fact that Sabiori is when we hit 50. But I can't for the life of me remember exactly which one was when the time skip happened. What's more interesting is the people that actually predicted the time skip. Someone's like, um, Luffy and them are struggling with warlords. Like they're gonna have to get stronger eventually.
What's with the big bag? Before the camera reaches cannon, and I'm just putting there's food and drink. The guys are already in on it.
Yeah.
I'm sorry I yelled at you.
Sorry, I yelled at you. Just more proof that Luffy and Nami act like a married couple sometimes. They haven't got on the other train yet, have they? Oh god, yeah, Rocket Man. It looks like a horrifying death trap. That's because it's what it is. How do we break in this thing? Brakes. In the Rocket Man. Evidence. I don't need evidence.
Also, Scrum Donor is an asshole.
Who?
And
Oh, Spandam. Okay.
name wrong, so I'm calling him Scrum Donor.
Oh yeah, I forgot you just met him. Sorry, he's the one that the secretary lady's always saying that's sexual harassment too.
You know what? It gives me enough to stretch about that. I'll believe it anyway. The only thing that gives me any small bit of satisfaction.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's too much to hope for. Small-minded men like that don't ever die. They just keep rising to the top. Where they can, run the world into the dirt. And as you will notice, his stupidity is inherited.
Oh wait, God, he's related to someone?
Yes.
I am so sorry.
Did it already do the backstory with how he got his face all injured? Okay, so you've already seen where they took Tom and Frankie got hit by the C train? Real emotional stuff. You're not taking Tom! Yeah, I know.
Cyborg at that point.
No, he wasn't.
He should have just died.
Probably, yeah. Know that none have ventured into the grave of Galen and returned. Enter if only thou carest not for thy young life. Oh no, holy protection. Okay, I can't actually go too far into Galen home, or the tomb of Galen. Most of it's locked up with a key that I don't have yet, so. But I needed that one though. We're at 11 mini medals. Woo! And there's only 40 in the first game. So we're a fourth of the way through. Cowering. 284 gold. And the whistle scroll. This allows me to summon encounters so I can very quickly grind. It is worth its weight in gold. Mind you, that's not a lot of weight, but... Yeah, but seriously, Joe, when you get around to playing the Dragon Quest games, whistle. You want whistle on one of your characters in Dragon Quest 3. Like as soon as possible. It will make your life with grinding so much easier.
I take it whistles that someone can.
That's correct, yes. I believe it's a gadabout ability, so you'll have to have somebody as a gadabout, which you'll probably want to do anyways, because they can become sages without using a consumable item, which then gives you access to all the spells in the game on one character. At least I think it's a gadabout ability. I'll double check before I tell you it's a gadabout ability, but I'm pretty sure it's a gadabout ability. I had it on Ganweir. So Ganweir could summon encounters for me. Gan, hey you sexy monsters! I apple like lies and slander. Oh, hey. 'Tis thee! Perchance thou hast remembered me. I was part of the detachment set to seek out Princess Gwaelin. Though I am part of said detachment no longer, I was injured and chose to tender my resignation. Forgive me. This is a barefaced lie. In truth, I fled out of fear of the fiends that did assail us. And I returned here to the village where my wife and daughter do dwell. Yet since my return I have done little save wallow in grief and self-loathing. And still my beloved wife neither scoldeth nor scorned me. She simply worketh all the harder, that we might live in comfort and peace. And I despise myself all the more. Truly I am the lowest of the low. Okay. Oh, good lord, my mother shared a reel. I'll be right back. I gotta check this out. Why did the deer get braces, Joe?
Why?
Because he had buck teeth.
Damn it.
For anyone watching this in the future on on YouTube instead of like live when it came out, the answer was because he had, or Joe said, "God damn." Okay. Lo, thou art fair indeed. Wilt thou sample the sensational puff puff for a mere 20 gold coins? Yes. Tee hee hee. Then let's begin. Let the ritual begin. Puff 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 puff. Well, art thou not alive with pleasure? Puff 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 puff. And with that, the ritual is ended, and thy puffy, fluffy, fleshed, hot spring egg waited thy dedic. I don't know what that word is. Nowhere else thou shalt sample such delectable softness, nor such richness of flavor. Thou must savor every bite. Storm tucks into his hot spring egg. It is the finest culinary sensation he's ever experienced. A few of his HP are restored. You know, I'll be honest, I wasn't expecting Javin to accept Illustrate's offer, by the way.
Yeah, neither was I.
I figured she would give it even if he wouldn't accept it. If that makes sense. I said I figured she would offer even if he didn't accept it. You know, just if that makes sense.
I figured if anyone's gonna help me secure it,
It'll be either Sabre or Illustrate, yeah.
and what a coincidence, they're both involved.
That's correct. You know, it's in 7 day. I haven't even checked to see if there's been any news yet. Oh damn, got a critical hit. Level 16, woo! Defending champion. Is that the one that gives me bonus defense? I think it is. I just realized I don't have the safe passage spell, which is weird. I had the safe passage spell the last time I came down this way. I don't know why I don't have it. Could you do me a favor, Joe, if you have a second? Could you look up Dragon Quest 1 Safe Passage and see how to get it? Yeah, Safe Passage. It's a spell.
Wow, thanks guide. It's got every game but one.
Of course it does. I mean, the game's only been out for a week, so it's...
It's got two. Use of the scroll found on the journey. Find the scroll and use it to learn it. Gee, that's so helpful.
Doesn't say where it is.
No, it doesn't. Hold on. Listen. This passage is from a chest at Gale's southwest house.
Southwest house. I guess I didn't go into that house this time. Alright, let's jump back over there.
God damn it, Timmy, you were supposed to stay behind.
You really think she would have?
I thought she had.
She did not. She is on the train.
I didn't see that. You dang it,
Have they found the abandoned car yet? Like the one that's got the navy all on it? Okay, I just checked all the houses in Galen home. It's not here. It just says Southwest House, but I've been to all the houses and there is no Southwest House that I've found. Okay, but I went over to the Southwest and it wasn't there either, so I'm gonna see if I can find a picture, cause... Okay, it's right here. I was in the house. There was not a chest in that house. Hold on.
sure you don't have the spell already?
I'm sure, yeah, look, it's not in here. Okay, I am in the Southwest house. Do you see a chest? Because I do not.
Did he talk to the person inside?
Yes. He just talks about Galen, the guy who this town is named after. Oh, it was in the bookshelf! That's not a chest, guide! In what world does that get confused for a chest? We'll be right back after these messages. Just take your Joe and throw him off
Be
the
gone!
cliff.
Not today! Ha!
Burn, baby, burn. Burn, baby, burn. Burn that lover down. Somebody call 911. Cast safe passage allows me to walk over the poison swamp safely. Although we can still run into enemies. There used to be this show called Dragonflies where they were dragon riders. But they flew around on their dragons and fought some kind of like evil orc or something. I don't remember for sure what it was, but mini metal. Wait, have I not done the roadside inn yet? Thought I got the mini metal in there, but I don't have it recorded, so. I'm kind of interested to see what the lowest level that people have beaten the game on is, because I'm sure somebody's beaten the game by now. Especially the people that have played Dragon Quest 1 before, I'm sure they've already beaten the game. This is my first time playing Dragon Quest 1, but, you know. Withdraw? But Captain, we finally found a clue as to the princess's whereabouts. Canst thou truly mean to call off the search now? To give up at this late stage? I do not mean to give up, simply to act with caution, for if we too are lost, then none shall remain to recover Princess Gwaelin. Herein dwelleth a dragon, or so says the stories. Let us continue on to Rimdar, and then make ready to face such a foe. There is sense in what thou art saying, of course, and yet the princess may be mere moments from the very place we stand. We cannot simply walk away. Hehehe. What? Thou shalt not escape me. Behind thee! Shing. 'Tis thee. Thou didst come all this way alone, or thou didn't come all this way alone? It seems we find ourselves in thy debt once more, Storm. Though we neither asked for nor needed thine aid. Let not thy pride get the better of thee. We fight the same fight, and we must needs take help where help might be found. But Splutter, I. Captain, again? No, I am in no fit state to fight. Come to Rimildar. Aye, Captain, right away. What happened? Joe, what happened?
This
Of course they did.
Yeah, who do you mean?
Burn!
Who?
Oh, did Nami change into her new outfit already?
Not yet.
Okay. I really like the outfit. Ooh, an iron lance. That's weaker than my axe. Okay, before we can face the dragon, we have to create the magic key, which is fine. We are not ready to face the dragon yet anyways. Alright, ultimately we want to make our way over here to where the town is, but there's a couple of secret spots and a few other things to find, so let's go out and do that and get a little bit of battling done as well.
Ah! Ha!
I've got a pretty good idea who the culprit is. You're not gonna surprise us. Just say it already. Okay. Who was the rest of the four men?
Ha!
You so surprised! Who said you?
Who did they think it was? I forgot.
Mykelo and Barnett from that team.
No.
Who are they?
They had no idea it was Luigi and them. It's hard when you spend so long with someone and they turn out to be a frickin' traitor. You know, literally willing to stab you with their fingers. That's not metaphorical. That's actual fact.
Hold on.
What?
When? What? So what's the plan to reach? Um,
In this lobby?
Little Island? Because, yeah,
They don't. They're not.
oh, oh, God.
There is no plan.
God. Hey, you two. Yeah? Stand by the railway for a second. I'll
That,
get it for you.
you know what? Honestly, I don't think I think he'd walk out of it just fine.
Yeah, probably. But I can dream. Hey, sperm donor. Random. Right, random. Just stand on the railway for a second, would you? Gonna phone enough to fall into it anyway.
Does Fandom have his sword with him yet? Okay, so you've met Funk. You've met Funk Freed.
That's his name for the sword.
Funk Freed, yes. So, Funk Freed is a sword that has consumed the elephant fruit, or is it the ox fruit elephant model? I can't remember which one. It's kind of like the gun that ate the mut fruit back on Alabasta. Killed a skeleton and got a phial of holy water. No, please, father, father! And it turns out, in fact, the guard was in fact the daughter of the captain the entire time. My thanks, I could not have carried him here alone. The captain is my father. 'Twas his example that inspired me to take up the sword. And though I made the royal guard, I failed in the sacred duty which I was entrusted. I was not able to keep the princess safe. Thus was my father forced to return from his retirement, that he might make right the wrong I had wrought, though a great sickness doth plague him. 'Tis a sickness arising from the foul humours that do issue from the swamps that scar the land, and if it is not soon treated, yet it is born of the darkness, a force we have yet to learn how to adequately combat. I fear there is little I can do. No, thou meanest to say thou art unable to help him? Forgive me, child. Perhaps there is a mage somewhere with a spell that might aid thee, but I know not whom, nor what magic that might be. Nick. Sup? What am I going to do? Excuse me, I'm just going to step out to go buy some milk. Wait, did I say milk? I meant go find a cure for your father's deadly disease. Javern being like, I'll be back. I'm gonna go get some Rothe milk," and um, just see the look on her face when she's like, "Wait, Rothe produce milk?" And he's like, "Not very. You have to be very, very careful when harvesting the milk." It's actually quite a good boost to damage there, but I think I can get a better shield coming up, so I'll wait before I invest in that. That would be nice, though. That magic armor. Oh, I can afford that, but it's only... It's 17 points. But I'm getting about the same amount of defense from this iron helmet, and it's a fraction of the cost, so let's buy that. Okay. Well, on the plus side, I now know when we're going to do our first time skip in long play, Joe. You know? So I now know when we're going to do our first time skip in long play. So that way we can get to a point when the child's born, so... Or children are born.
Yeah, I was kind of inspired. I kind of had the idea when that Susan Alex database as well. How many warm up?
Well, to be fair, she doesn't invite very many often to lie with her, so... So I hadn't really thought about, whether they've actually done that or not, so... It's probably been some time since she took a mortal lover, let alone two at once.
Quite often for paladin players, according to earlier on in the episode.
Did I say that? I don't remember.
Yes, you did.
Okay. It's the Warlock of Doorlocks! How comest thou to be here? I did lock the door up tight, and with no ordinary key at that. Oh, thou possessest the thief's key, then thou art plainly no ordinary fellow. But even if the thief's key will be as naught to mine own magnificent magic key. Oh, but even the thief's key will be as naught to my own magnificent magic key, just as soon as I am able to complete it, that is. I cannot seem to replicate the methods of old, though I try and try, and all my efforts disintegrate after but a single use. But I have had an epiphany. A bolt of inspiration has struck. Finally, a key good for any number of uses is within my grasp. Forgive me. I have something of a tendency to become carried away. I am the Warlock of Doorlocks, and thou art... What brings thee here, pray tell? Well, well, so thou seekest a spell with which to remedy a life-threatening ailment. As luck would have it, I am something of a jack of all magical trades, and count healing spells among my plentiful arsenal. But alas, I am also extremely busy. Forgive me, but thou wilt have to look elsewhere. Thou would insist that I examine the patient, but it is as I told thee. I am busy, most busy indeed. And most devilishly inconvenienced to boot, for the dwarf who did until only recently aid me in my research hath rather selfishly chosen to vanish. If only through the marriage of my knowledge of sorcery and his surpassing craftsmanship that the magic key might finally be completed. And we were so very close. I have little choice but to go to his dwelling place myself and see what hath become of him. Though the journey is a most perilous one, still needs must. One must suffer for one's craft, as they say. Thou wilt go in my stead, thou sayest, and in return thou wouldst have me work my healing magics. The cave wherein the dwarfs dwells swarmeth with slavering fiends. Thou would journey there on my behalf none the less? Thou art a curious fellow indeed, but trustworthy too, I sense. Very well, I shall do as thou askest. The dwarf's dwelling place lieth in the deepest part of a cavern south of Rimeldar. All being well, my friend, the craftsman is to be found with it therein. I shall do all that I can to fulfill my end of our bargain, though whether my healing arts will avail against the power of darkness remaineth to be seen. Alright, come back in and grab the chest. Magic barrier. So interesting little factoid. In the original game, you would come to this place to buy magic keys, and they would have one use each. You couldn't make the magic key that has unlimited uses in the original version of the game. So that's kind of a neat little Easter egg that he talked about keys with single uses, but then he allows you to make the key that, actually has full number of uses, like that was introduced in Dragon Quest III. So, if you think about it, this is kind of like a definitive edition of Dragon Quest I, because it's got concepts that only existed in Dragon Quest III originally.
Ha! Stop!
Frankie's sisters seem
Stop!
to give our boxes, don't they?
Oh, you mean the Kiwi and Mizo or
Mizu, I think?
Mizu? Yeah.
Yeah. One's got a top that shows a lot more feet, because one's got wings that show a lot more legs.
Yeah. Good, taking out the one who was calling for backup. That was smart. You should probably aim for the scorpion who's beating the snot out of you. Level 18, woo! Okay, can't go through that door yet. Ha, scare wolves instead of werewolves. Yeah, this place is a maze and a half.
Ha! Ha! Ah!
I wonder if you really wanted to, could you like set up a Xbox controller with turbo and like just have your character? I don't know if it would be possible to auto grind like that. You'd have to have a very specific button combination. I mean, I guess you could. Because you could do whistle, so you could put in the button combination to activate whistle, which would trigger an encounter, and then just have it press A continuously after that. But then, I guess you'd have to set it on like a timer. I don't know. I don't know how intricate the turbo can be.
Be gone!
Yeah, the fact is that these dwarves are going about their business as if there wasn't monsters like breathing down their necks is kind of impressive. Ice shield. Protects against fiery attacks and spells. Absolutely perfect because of the dragon fight that's coming up here in a little while. Probably won't be tonight, given what. Let's see. Yeah, we're into the second hour of the stream. We probably won't get to the dragon tonight. Honestly, I'm probably not ready for the dragon. I struggled against the dragon my first time. Well, I think I'm gonna power up a little more before we try to take him.
Ah!
Oh, I have finally decided that I'm going to make an official logo for my novel series. So um, that way I have it to put on stuff like the book cover and things like that. So it's costing me about $60, but from what the other examples I've seen, it looks like it's gonna be pretty good. So, and the best part is this isn't a random person who messaged me on Discord. This is actually a official site that I went to and purchasing it from. So.
Have no idea what the logo is going to be.
Well, I've given them the name Sangha Primagina, and I've given them some ideas that I've had for what I'd like to see, but ultimately they're probably going to be the ones that come up with the actual design itself.
That definitely needs a very, very good reference in that case.
Well, like the main part of the logo is going to be the name of the series. So for Sangha Primagina, it's going to be the main part. But what I was telling them was stuff like I'm interested in trying to. I'm going to be in real trouble in just a minute, I suspect. Because oh no, there we go. I need to keep myself alive so I can level up. I guess I'll use some strong medicine. What was I saying?
Yes.
Oh, I was talking about how there's the light and dark themes, because the dark one and the lady, and I was talking about maybe incorporating them and their bird forms somewhat, like either feathers or nope, we're fleeing from this fight. Like not while we don't have MP. That's just asking to get killed. Okay, that's a safe chest to open. Miracle Slash. Forgot about that. Yeah, Miracle Slash is a ability that heals you as you deal damage. Not a lot of health though, so. Now, if the enemy's doing just a little damage to you, it's useful. So it might be useful for grinding. But I wouldn't rely on it in a boss fight. Especially when you have a very limited amount of mana. The problem is that you kind of have to play attacker, defender, and healer all in one. Oh, and also your support too, because you don't have any of those roles covered. Here's the other thing. I can't use reclassing to half my stats to give myself more stat boost either. So, Undead Undoer Scroll. Really effective against undead creatures. But, so is Giga Slash and the Zap spells. That should hopefully be level up. Yes, level 19. And full health again. And full magic again, specifically. Also more magic, too. Sweet. Whew. Okay, so down here is the dwarf's main cavern. This is where we need to fulfill our objective. Unfortunately, there's nothing over here yet, but later on there's a craftsman here. I'm assuming you can get a weapon from him later in the game. But I haven't, I don't know for sure. There's a whale. Oh, right. This is the wellspring crystal. You'll need this for later. Make sure you grab it while you're here. Just like the fairy flute. The fairy flute's also needed for later. Who art thou? So the warlock of Dorlock sent thee. Heh, thou art an odd human indeed to come so far for the sake of a lowly dwarf. Well, as thou can plainly see, I am somewhat indisposed, having met with a stretch of that accursed swampland. I fear that I am not long for this world. I had hoped to see the magic key completed, but it seemeth it is not to be. A cure, thou sayest? Heh, do not bandy such words about so lightly, friend. True, I heard tell of a miraculous medicine that the leader of the fairies did once say might cure all ills rising from such miasmas. She and I are acquaintances of long standing, but I've neither seen nor heard from her in some time. And I'll not survive the journey all the way to Craggy Cave and onward south to the dwelling place. Not in my state. No, I fear I must simply accept that I am done for. The dwarf seems to be suffering from the same condition as the captain of the guard. Son of a. Okay, so there is a mini medal in a dresser, unless I've already claimed it. Looks like it might be very likely that I already claimed it. Yeah, I think I probably got it and just forgot to mark it. So I will go ahead and mark it now. But hold on, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do I have 13? I do, okay, yeah, I just forgot to mark it. Wow, there's only 3 more mini medals that I found that I haven't picked up yet. I didn't get the one in the Cave of the Dwarf, so I'm going to have to go back and find that one. Unless I did find it, I don't think I did. No, I couldn't have. So I gotta get the one in the Cave of the Dwarfs. I gotta get the one in the Sanctum. And I get the one at the second floor of the Quagmire Cave, which I'm not gonna have access to for a while.
Oh god.
What? Like, you lucky little snail! It sends it flying.
And the smell just gives me a
You gotta admit, having a communication device that you can use freely, like the transponder snails, is just incredibly useful.
we don't know if it's free. They don't tell you in paying charges.
It's true, but like the fact that you can use them to call other people, like, is incredibly useful.
Like on mobile phone?
Yeah.
Yes. Mobile phones are useful. Thank you for noticing. A bit behind the times.
I'm trying to wiretap here! Should you be saying that out loud? Welcome to the fairy village.
Begone, human. This is no place for thy kind. I will say it only once more. Ugh, clear off, or else fail to do so, and
Wait, it's him! Chief, this is the human we told you about. The one we forced to. I mean, asked to help us.
Forced to help us.
yes. And
Oh,
he's
hey,
not
it's
just any
Arm
old human.
Twister and
He's
Daydreamer.
super strong. I'd say he might even be hero material. I'm not sure about the hero thing, but it wouldn't do to hurt someone who helped you two out, I suppose. Let's hear what he has to say for himself. I'm the overseer. I'm looking after the village while our leader is away. And no offense, but I'm not too fond of humans. All right, you've told me your name. Now tell me what you're doing here. How did you even find out about this place? What? One of the dwarves is sick and you need our miraculous medicine? I suppose this is because of all those horrible poisonous swamps that have been cropping up everywhere.
Swamp sickness doesn't clear up naturally. You have to do something about it, or it's curtains.
And there is that one medicine we have. Yes, a dose of sun-up syrup would probably do it. Sadly, I can't give you any. What? Why not?
And I thought I was mean to humans.
I'm not being mean. I'd make it if I could. It's just... When the boss showed me how to make it, she kept the last two ingredients secret. Only she knows what they are. Oh, and we don't know where she is.
You spoke with some of the dwarves, didn't you? Did they have any idea where she might have got to? Oh, well, that's that then, I suppose.
Ah, and after we went to all the trouble of making you go and ask them.
It'll be dark soon, Chief. We can't just leave him out here after he's come all this way. He can stay the night, can't he?
Fine, but just the one night, and just this once.
Oh, did Luffy and Zoro just clear the track? And they're just gearing it.
Line up shot. Your scope doesn't even encompass any part of the wave. Well, you shouldn't have stuck on board then, should ya?
Almighty Rubus, grant unto me strength in this time of need,
Just
until
child,
such
Joe.
time
Give
as
her
the
some slack.
prophesied one doth appear. This is Tantagel Castle.
Gwaelin, beloved daughter, thou art returned to us safe and well. Praise be. Thou needest fear no more, princess. The hero hath vanquished the dragon lord, and peace hath returned to our world. And thus thy role too is at an end. This being so, perhaps thou wilt share with us the message for which thou was entrusted. Come.
It's going to be very, very cool or very, very stupid.
What is? The combination attack?
16.
Come, tell us that which Rubus told thee. What secret was it that she would have had thee impart?
Almighty Rubus, pray banish these wicked illusions. Try all thou wilt, thou shalt not prevail. Thy phantasms shall not sway me.
Give in to it, thou cannot resist forever. The vision shall continue until at last thou submittest.
I can't believe they spent that time having that discussion about math just to come up with a name for their attack. 216? That's too long. Can't we round it or something?
Like, fine, whatever.
300 caliber.
Well, see,
I will admit it's impressive that Luffy knew what name that
Zoro's attack,
gives
yes.
to the combination attack straight away.
Yeah. Interesting. So that is where human weakness lieth, in the heart. Thou didst well to resist, Gwaelin. For our little girl...
Leave the tough guy to Luffy, right?
What?
After they're just firing the 300 caliber cannon, I'm just like, so you guys are gonna leave the tough guys for those two, right?
Oh, hold on. That wasn't the... They cleared the wave with the caliber, right? No, they haven't actually reached the car yet, have they? For our little girl to have grown so strong, truly it is making us both so proud.
Mother? No, it cannot be. My mother perished when I was but a babe in arms. This too is an illusion.
Truth or illusion, does it really matter? Whether I am real or not, thou still must not reveal the message for which thou were entrusted. Thy mother speaketh true, Gwaelin. Forgive us. Were we able to help thee, know that we would. Thou must needeth endure for the sake of our world. And now they're on fire.
No! Mother! Father!
Do not falter. This too is the monster's doing. Be strong. We too shall endure all that we must.
They shall not deceive me. It is all but an illusion. All of it.
Illusion or no, I am right glad to have met thee at last, beloved daughter.
Mother! It is none of it real. None of it. And yet Oh, to watch you both perish and do naught. It hurteth me so.
Such pain is hard to bear, is it not, daughter? But weep not, thou dost well to bear it. Worry not on our account. We would sacrifice ourselves 1,000 times over for thy sake. That we would, 1,000 times, 10,000, it matters not, if it be for thee, beloved daughter. This is so cruel.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can
The
hear you.
light of hope is fading. You must hurry.
Wait, what happened?
Only with the magic key might she be freed from this torment. And so,
Yeah.
you must heal the afflicted
Okay.
with an infusion of glimmer.
Well, yeah, but, I mean, Luffy is still his captain.
Please, there is no time.
Yes, but Luffy's the one who
must
has
go
all the
to her.
decision-making power. That's how being a captain works on a pirate ship.
Unless you haven't noticed, they're not on a pirate.
Doesn't matter, they're pirates, they're a crew. What's that? We can make sun-up syrup with glimmer grass and wake robins? And how do you know that exactly? Somebody told you in a dream. Chief, it must have been. I said it before and I'll say it again. I do not like humans, and I don't trust you. But if you bring me those ingredients, I'll see if they really do make sun-up syrup. You'll do it? Good. You'll find both of them down by the mountains, far to the southwest. Unfortunately, you'll find a lot of very nasty monsters there too. Don't die, and if you do, don't blame us. Gonna have a poke around. That's a blue chest. Gotta have the magic key to open that. Okay.
I shall rend thee asunder!
What?
Ah! Ha! I shall rend thee asunder!
The new opening hasn't started yet, right?
No, but the new outro has.
Okay,
The one with Mary.
gotcha.
True Friends, I believe it's called.
Huh?
I think it's called True Friends or something like that.
Possibly.
Or Final Farewell.
Something like that, yeah. Ah, Mary.
Ha! Ah! Ha! 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 I shall rend thee asunder! Fool!
Not got long left in this stream, so probably should stop doing fights for tonight. Except for I'm too low level to actually get away with that.
Ha!
So they're saying that Erdrick made the scrolls that we've been finding. That's interesting, especially since the scrolls are techniques that their allies can learn in Dragon Quest 3.
Ha! Ah! Nyah! Nyah!
What the hell is Salt?
Oh, Sniper King.
Sniper King.
I come from Sniper Island. I hit the bullseye 10 out of 10 times. Something like that, anyways. Ah, I can't afford the Dragonbane claws. That would have been really useful for a certain upcoming fight. Okay, I might have to look to see if I can get enough money for those Dragonbane claws.
See why, yes, there's a very nice outfit for Nami.
She just changed in front of all the people there too.
Oh, I mean, I just saw the, that's just from the, next time on bit.
Oh, okay.
Oh god, Paulie's gonna freak out, isn't he?
Oh, he already freaked out, or he will freak out. Yes. Taking Polly Wally do will they? Went downtown to see my cow. Taking Polly Wally do will they? Very well. Very well. Very well, my true fancy. I am he, collector of that most maximally magnificent of minuscule marvels, mini-metals. I, thou standest before the one they call the monarch of metals himself. Well now. Such minimal waving of gaze, such maximal muscle in both leg and arm, such purpose. I, thou art possessed of maximal metal-seeking potential, or I am not worthy of my crown. Shouldst thou chance to come upon even a minuscule number of my beloved metals on thy travels, pray bring them to me forthwith. And of course I shall not be it will not be for charity that thou laboureth. I can offer thee a fine array of rewards, depending on the number of thou bringeth before me. A pretty agreement, doesn't thinketh thou's not? Minimal effort for maximal reward. Go forth and seek the world's greatest treasures, my young metal seeker in the making. Bring me even a minimal number of metals. I shall reward thee the maximum of my ability. But wait, can thou be carrying the very thing I seek? Then hand it to me along with the others thou hast secreted about thy person. Very good, very good. Thou hast entrusted me with a total of 13 metals thus far. Good storm. For delivering 5 metals unto me, I present thee with a reward, a prayer ring. A prayer ring's that item I was talking about that restores MP. For delivering 8 metals unto me, I present thee a reward, a pair of scholar's specs. For delivering 10 metals, may I present thee with thy reward, a wild side scroll. For delivering 12 metals unto me, I present thee a reward, a glamber bellow. It's an armor piece. Which 15 a dragon shield shall be thine. Which is good, that means I won't have to buy a dragon shield. And that is better than what I'm currently wearing. It halves the amount of MP used to cast spells and abilities. Absolutely. I gotta clear out my inventory. Hold on. Why is this even a thing in a game that is I think he's doing a very good job altering his voice. I don't know for sure off the top of my head. But I think that's correct. We are unfortunately no longer wearing the doggy suit, but it can't be helped. Alright, so everyone, thank you for joining me for today. I hope you enjoyed the activities, hope you enjoyed the stream. Next time when we come back, we are going to be continuing with Dragon Quest 1 HD2D Remake and getting the ingredients for the Sun-Up potion, or Sun-Up syrup, because we gotta wake up the guys in order to finish the key. So join me Sunday for more of the Outer Worlds 2, and I might be doing a stream of not Final Fantasy, Starfield energy weapons only tomorrow, depending on what's going on. So we'll see what happens then. Thank you very much, everyone. Have a great night. Goodbye.